Here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of AfroLatinos. This is your co-host, Aubyn.
And Chandler, even though I'm lagging a little bit.
Oh, you're lagging? I was about to say, like, where are you at? What's It's like you forgot your name, or I don't know what's going on here. But welcome back, everybody. We want to start off the episode by saying Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, all those holidays that are coming up throughout these last couple weeks and these next couple weeks. By the time that you're seeing this, we're a couple of days before Christmas. So we just want to say happy holidays to everybody. We hope you're having a safe and a fun time during your holiday season. I know it doesn't look the same. It may not feel the same as years prior. You can't do all the traveling. You can't be with the people that you really love and want to be with. But, we got to do what we got to do. Try and have as much fun and as much safeness as you can during this holiday season. I know that's not a word. But we're going to jump right in, Channy, with the first topic of the episode today. We are going to talk about some things Christmas related, but I wanted to talk about this first. Over quarantine is really, as bad as it's been, it has brought out the creativity in mostly everyone, and everyone is trying to do the new thing, and everyone's trying to revamp the world and make it look like something new, make it seem like it's something, familiar in such an unfamiliar time. And so Timbaland and Swizz Beatz created this series called Verzuz. So it's called Verzuz Battle. They were the first to go. These are two legendary producers in the music industry. And so what it is like a challenge show or series. I don't know even how to really describe it, but they put two artists against each other, and they go through their music catalog. So there's like 2 rounds, and they have 10 songs in each round. And so you go through their entire catalog, and they go and they alternate 1v1 to see like who is the better artist, basically, whose catalog stacks up. So, we had Swizz Beatz and Timbaland. We had French Montana and Tory Lanez, even though that doesn't interest me at all. T-Pain versus Lil Jon was huge. Teddy Riley versus Babyface, which broke the internet because their internet, it was just hilarious. I didn't even watch it, but everything I heard about it was hilarious. You had Erykah Badu and Jill Scott, Nelly versus Ludacris, 112 versus Jagged Edge.
I did. The latest one was I remember
Alicia Keys and
I remember there was one with Gucci Mane and somebody else, and I was talking.
Yeah, they
about
had beef. They had beef, and they still was it Gucci Mane and Jeezy in Jeezy. Yeah, so they had beef with each other for a long time, and then it was Jeezy and Gucci Mane. It was November 19th.
Yeah, Jeezy, yeah.
There's one happening today. It's E40 and Too Short.
I'm okay, but
Keisha Cole and Ashanti is the next one, but that got postponed. The day they were supposed to go, that they're supposed to do it, Ashanti tested positive for COVID, so they had to postpone that one. But yeah, they've had some crazy, like they had Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle, Brandy versus Monica, Rick Ross versus 2 Chainz, DMX versus Snoop Dogg, Fabulous versus Jadakiss, Alicia Keys versus John Legend, Kirk Franklin versus Fred Hammond. They have gone from R&B to rap to hip hop to like old school R&B to gospel music. Like they've pretty much covered the spread for everyone. Oh yeah, Fred Hammond and Kirk Franklin, two of the biggest gospel artists like ever. But they pretty much covered the spread with a lot of genres, and they've taken legends and artists that are considered greats in their field, even though like obviously some of these rappers are not, like I don't care about Gucci Mane, I don't care about Jeezy, but that was for people that like them. Like it was a big thing, and so it got me wondering when I'm thinking of all of those legendary matchups and these people that you wouldn't necessarily have seen go against each other or like been in the same realm, like it got me to thinking, who would I put in my versus battle? If I could create a battle for 2 legendary singers, performers, entertainers in my mind, who would that be? And so my question to you, Channy, I'll let you go ahead and start. Who would you put in your versus battle? What is the iconic music battle that you want to see. Lots of people have thrown out hypotheticals, like they want to see Usher versus Justin Timberlake, or Usher versus Chris Brown, or and all these like, you know, hypotheticals that we're really never going to see. So what would you want to see? Who would you want to see perform against each other?
I mean,
Hit for
I
hit.
think I would probably do J. Cole versus Drake, because a lot of the times everybody wants to, they're like, oh, Drake is
You
like,
think that's the one? Like
no,
Drake
to
and J. Cole is the
me. And I've heard people also say like I listen to both of them, and Drake is my favorite artist.
really? I don't think I knew that.
Oh yeah. Well, I want to say like of all time, I think because he's not exactly just a rapper. Like, because we talked about this before. He's not a rapper. He's like an artist because he like does like little switches and you know. But
I'm sorry. What was that?
did I lag?
You turned into a robot there for a second.
You weren't even lagging on my screen. What the heck? He's an artist, and we talked about this before. How he doesn't only just rap because his freaking music always
Right.
switches to Jamaican to everything.
His songs where he was doing Arabic and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
So I don't want to say favorite artist because my favorite artist is the king of pop himself, Michael Jackson. But like he's like a close second. So, but like
Drake is a close second to MJ for your favorites, not like
for my favorites.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute, you're gonna sit here and blaspheme.
No.
Like you can compare, like if you put Drake versus MJ in a versus battle, like Drake might be able to win. Like I'm like, well, Chaney, are you okay? Are you okay? What's wrong with you?
No. But I like them both, and everybody always says,
right.
J. Cole this.
Gotcha.
And some people like, I don't like J. Cole like Drake. But if not that, I'll probably put Kendrick and J. Cole because
that's what I was gonna say. That's the one that to me is like, your two biggest powerhouses in rap right now, I would say, are Kendrick and J. Cole. And you're usually either one or the other. Like I am on J. Cole's side. Like even Dreamville, like his whole record label, the Dreamville label, has some of the most fire art. Like Ari Lennox
JID's fire.
JID, you got J. Cole. Ari Lennox is in Dreamville. She's a part of that. Like, and you know how much I love Ari Lennox. So like it's that's enough for me. And then TDE is Kendrick Lamar, right? Who's on TDE?
Kendrick. That's Kendrick. Oh,
Kendrick and
someone's. It does not matter.
Well, now I'm curious though.
I'm not a big fan. I mean, I like some Kendrick songs and like I like some of his features, like his Damn. That was a good album. But
SZA. SZA's TDE. Isaiah Rashad.
SZA versus Ari?
Yeah, don't do that. Ari will body her. Ari, but here's like you're right, because I'm thinking like J. Cole versus Kendrick. Then you got to get the leading females. You got SZA and Ari, but Ari's a better singer. And I think she's a better writer. I don't know if she writes her own music, but I think she's a better writer, or the songs that she sings are better written for her than SZA. I like SZA a lot. For me, Shea Butter Baby, which is Ari Lennox's last album, and SZA's Control, those are two no-skip albums. Like you could listen, like you listen to the whole thing back to back. You don't need to skip any songs. But I like Ari Lennox a lot more. I like what she does with her voice. I like her abilities more. But anyway, that's besides the point. Continue. I don't remember what you were saying.
About what?
You were saying something about Drake.
What did I say about Drake?
Well, you were saying that J. Cole and
they're compared.
Kendrick would be Yeah,
they're compared sometimes. That's kind of like one of those things that you said, like, you'll never see it.
Mm-hmm.
But they're compared sometimes when Drake does rap. But it's like they're still a different kind of rap because there goes more storytelling.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know. They're both. I think that's what makes them both so great. J. Cole and Kendrick is because they are both fantastic storytellers.
So that would be like a good Yeah.
Yeah, but I enjoy J. Cole's stories more than like I've tried to listen to like Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a
Yeah, it's
Butterfly,
good.
and he does like a lot of those skits in between, and the skits lose me. And I know they're part of the storytelling and they're important for the album as a whole, but you lose me when they start doing all the skits. But and I'm just like I don't want to hear that. I want to hear music.
You know who I think is kind of a good storytelling rapper? Logic.
He is. I like. I don't know so much storytelling, so much as wordplay and like the way that, like I would put I would do Logic, and you know who I like, who I think is a little underrated.
Who?
I like Kyle. I actually like Kyle's music. He's like a little gimmicky, but I actually like Kyle.
I haven't heard him since like
I Spy.
Hey Julie and I
Yeah,
Spy. Probably the
yeah.
two songs I've heard from him, to be honest.
But he's I like his style. I think that him and Logic would make. Well, I don't know. I think Logic is a bit more cerebral in the way that he raps, uses his brain.
I know what that means.
Oh, okay. I was just your face is like,
Exactly. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. You just want to say the same thing.
But yeah, so for you, J. Cole and Drake is like your biggest, like that's who you would put in your
I'll probably
verses.
say J. Cole and Kendrick because
I would agree with if you're looking at rap music, I would probably say that. So
yeah.
I would agree with you there. So the question that I would think right now, or what I'm hearing, because you said your favorite artist. Now I know you are the biggest Michael Jackson fan ever, right? If you had a versus with Michael Jackson in it, who is the one artist that you would want to see go hit for hit with Michael Jackson that you think
hit for hit,
20 songs, hit for hit, could go the entire, could survive and actually battle Michael Jackson? Who is that artist in your head?
Actually battle Michael Jackson, I would say.
Because I have a thought where most people would probably go. Not my favorite, but
it's not my. I have a thought. Who they would say, they used to say was also like kind of like a king of pop, or whatever the hell kind of music he made. I don't listen to him. I wouldn't think it. I wouldn't say they could probably go hit for hit, but like whoever listened to him, I think they'd probably say it. I think Elvis Presley. A lot of people. There was a
okay.
There
I don't
was
like Elvis at all. I
don't like Elvis.
I do not like his music at all. I think his voice is really annoying, and we're probably gonna get canceled for this, but that's okay. I do not like Elvis, but go ahead.
I do not like Elvis at all. I only like one song by Elvis, and it's Blue Christmas. But like there was I saw something that was supposed to be gagged. Like obviously, like they wrote their own songs, and it was Michael Jackson versus it was it was Epic Rap Battles of History, and they did like Elvis versus Michael Jackson. And a lot of people obviously love Elvis Presley, and like it was in there. It was involved of like he was the king of pop, and I'm the king of pop, and it was like
king of rock and roll, Elvis,
king
right?
of rock and roll. It was something, and they were like playing each other. But I personally don't think that they would go.
I don't think that Elvis could withstand. I mean, I couldn't. And maybe this is because I'm not an Elvis Presley fan like whatsoever. I don't think I could go and tell you more than 3 Elvis songs. Like I know Jailhouse Rock.
I don't even know.
You probably would know it if you hear it. Jailhouse Rock. He's got the Blue Suede Shoes song. And then the Blue Christmas one. But that after that, I'm probably tapping out. Here's what I'm surprised you said Elvis. That was a complete shock to me because I think the one person that most people would say could go hit for hit, could survive a battle, and this is probably one of the most debated, I would think, in music, is Michael Jackson and Prince. Now, I'm not a huge Prince fan. I do like a couple of his songs, But I think that's the debate. Like, that's the one that people are like, because for a lot of people growing up during that time, like, it was either you are an MJ fan or you're a Prince fan.
Or you're a Prince fan.
I think Prince is the one person, and I think if you look at his artistry, like, I appreciate for him for his musicianship. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of his music because it's not like, it was just past my time. I just didn't connect with it. But that man played every instrument under the sun and played them all. Like, he played the guitar, he played the piano, he just did everything. And
Michael
his
Jackson was really past my
artistry,
time.
well, that's true. But I don't know. I guess I grew up more listening to Michael Jackson than I did to Prince. But like, his artistry shone way more for me than anything. So I think if you're gonna look at musicianship, Prince probably wins. But if you're looking at the artist as a whole, but they both what makes them both so like comparable is that they were both like a heartthrob. Right? Every girl, every guy, like, they wanted to be like them, right? They wanted to dance like Michael. They wanted to sing like Prince. They wanted to be both of them. They both had this mystique about them. Like, everyone wanted to like get to know more about, because they were so strange. Each of them had their own like weirdness. And so I think that makes them so comparable, and their artistry was a little bit different. But yeah. So I think that would be the one for me that would really be interesting to see. I would like to see so I'm a classic Motown. When I was in like middle school, early high school, I really liked to listen to a lot of Motown. And one of my favorites even to this day is Stevie Wonder. I love Stevie Wonder's music. I think I would like to see Stevie Wonder against I just had such a crude thought. I mean, we could have the battle of the blind musicians. You have Ray Charles versus Stevie Wonder. I don't know which one. I love both of them, and they both were great. I don't really know who I'd pick. Maybe Stevie, just because I like his music a little bit more. It's more my style. Or like the Temptations. That might be interesting to see, like the Temptations versus like a not modern but more modern R&B group like Boyz II Men versus the Temptations. Like, that would be an interesting matchup to me. Just like classic Motown versus newer R&B. What she thinks? What
Ruby agrees with you. She's like, that would be good.
With the Boyz II Men versus the Temptations. I think that would be interesting. I think because they're both like, the boy group, and it's like five. I think there's both groups have like 4 or 5 people in them. I don't know. I just feel like that matchup is interesting, and both had so many hits that hit. You know what I mean? Like everybody knows My Girl. Like, everybody knows Motown Philly, or like I'll Make Love to You, or that's that stuff from Boyz II Men. My Girl is the Temptations.
Oh.
You didn't know that? The Temptations, you got that. You've got like Papa Was a Rolling Stone. Another one. There's some other songs that.
I it's kind of like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC.
Yeah, that'd probably be one on there. That somebody's not my verses, but somebody would like to see that.
Somebody back in the Ruby's mom and my mom. What? NSYNC or Backstreet? I think my mom was Backstreet. She might have been NSYNC. I don't know, but you know them. 90s.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if I go kind of like newer, I would see like Lil TJ versus A Boogie.
See, I don't listen to either one of them. I like a couple songs by A Boogie. I don't know any of Lil TJ's songs, but I know how you and Nate feel about Lil TJ. So.
I'm singing to Nate.
I know how both of you feel about him, but I've never gone out of my way to listen to either one of them, really.
I don't know. You listen to the R&B mainly, so I don't expect you to.
I would like to see. Oh my God, I would like to see Ari Lennox versus. Yeah, you can't do that. Beyonce's untouchable. He's just not.
I couldn't think of anybody against Michael Jackson. Then he said Prince. I'm like.
Well, somebody said Beyonce and who did they say? This has been a discussion. A lot of people want to try and put Rihanna versus Beyonce,
No, that's no.
but you can't. You'd probably have to go like a Whitney Houston, versus a Beyonce.
That's how big she is. You have to put Whitney Houston.
Yeah, you if you're gonna go against the star that is Beyonce and everything that she can do, you're gonna have to go with someone who in their time was even bigger, and so you probably have to go Whitney Houston.
Ooh, Whitney versus Aretha. Is that like a good comparison or a good versus?
It would be interesting. It would definitely be interesting. You have the queen of. She was called the queen of something. Aretha Franklin. She was incredible. She was incredible.
What about Tina Turner?
Who's that?
Huh?
Who's Tina Turner?
Proud Mary.
Are you being serious?
Who is that?
Wheels keep on turning. Proud Mary keep on burning.
I don't know what that is.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know that song? You don't know that song? You remember at the beginning of Midsummer?
Aretha's the Queen of Soul. That's what it is.
Queen of Soul. Thank you. You remember Midsummer? Did you watch it at the high school? No, you didn't go see it. You don't know Proud Mary?
Nope.
Wow.
Play right now. Imagine.
Yeah, right. That's a strike. I'm trying to think like current artists. You know who I would like to see? Mariah Carey.
It's like Kehlani and Janae Aiko.
Kalani would probably win that one.
So similar. Yeah, they're like.
But Kalani has more of a range. Jenny Aiko, her music is like, if you played all of Jenny Aiko's songs back to back, except for like her features on like Post to Be, like her music, you played all her albums back to back, it would all sound like one song. It's just a super long song. There's never any differentiation between like.
That is a good one. Because we said what were the girls that we said earlier? It was
Ari.
It was SZA and
SZA and Ari Lennox.
Ari Lennox, yeah. So she said LMA and SZA.
Yeah, you could go LMA SZA. I would probably put LMA against Snow Allegra.
You know who that is? Oh well, we talked about it. Yeah.
No, well maybe. But you know what I like LMA. I like her a lot. Like her album, her debut album was great. I listened to the whole thing a lot. I actually went to see her in concert. She was at Bloomsburg for their spring concert 2 years ago, and Shaylin and I went to went to see it. You know what I hate about the album?
What?
She talks too much. She like did this thing on her album where she like spelled out her name. At the end of some of her songs, she'd be like. That's how I didn't know she was British until I heard her. She said, I don't even know what she'd be saying. Hold on, let me look it up. Let me look. At the end of, let's see. Did she do it at the end of Boot Up?
I just looked at her. I don't know.
Who?
That would be hard. It's so Billie Eilish, too.
Billie Eilish against who?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
And she was like, and she also said, who do you think will go, or
her catalog's not huge.
Who we would put versus Ariana Grande?
I was thinking that. I have a couple answers. I was actually going to say that Ariana Grande against Mariah Carey because they do a lot of similar things. The whistle tones, but you know who I think would give her, if you're going to take a contemporary artist, the right now artist who could go, maybe not hit for hit, but who could go vocal for vocal is Tori Kelly.
No.
I love Tori Kelly. I have loved her for a long time. When she got married to that German basketball player, she broke my heart. She doesn't know it, but she broke my heart. But her voice is so effortless, it's disgusting. So I think vocally you would probably go those two because there's no one really that sings like Tori Kelly sings. Like what she does, she's crazy.
That's how I feel about Billie. Like nobody.
Billie's just like.
But if you actually like look at her songs and actually sing them, like they're hard.
Well, yeah.
She is really good, and I don't know who you would.
I don't think that I mean, you can
There's
put her against like
for a
anybody.
couple reasons. For a couple reasons, because one, her music is so different than a lot of other people's, so it's hard to compare. Because she can sing, but she doesn't like her music is kind of strange. But also, she doesn't have an extensive catalog of music. Like she's been only on the scene for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years, so she doesn't have a ton of music for you to compare someone else to. You'd have to go with a new artist like her, but I don't know of any that would fit in that category, like because she's like pop-ish music, so I don't know any new pop singers.
Zavia off she had a career on the four. It was like a singing show.
You know what it is?
No, I don't know who that is.
I have no idea who that is. I have two more. I'm thinking. This is talking about women. We're talking about female rappers. I don't think this could be a comparison in a way, but like, we're like good. Like you can't put Lauryn Hill in here unless you like add her with like somebody. But
the biggest one is Lauryn Hill's biggest comparison because everyone knows that she's the queen of rap. Like most people say that she is the biggest MC. A lot of people try to say Nicki Minaj versus Hill. You're cutting out again.
I was gonna say like Lil Kim versus like Nicki Minaj. Yeah. Is it Lil Kim versus Nicki Minaj? Yeah,
as an MC, you'd probably be right, but like that's usually the biggest. You're lagging like crazy, bro. Hold on, I
wasn't talking, but I did see the lag.
Oh. You back?
Am I?
Yeah, you're back. You're good. Oh man. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. Did you have another one? You said two. You said Lil Kim versus like Nicki Minaj maybe, or was there another one that you were thinking of? Oh, you were lagging like crazy.
Missy Elliott and
every other
this was great. I had a lot of fun.
Did you say Missy Elliott and who?
And who? Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah used to rap. That's how she started.
Queen Latifah is a rapper. She's great, but I don't think you could compare her to Missy Elliott.
I just think their flow is the same. To Queen Latifah.
Maybe we should have Ruby join the show. She over there talking so much.
Right? No.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't care. It's nice to hear another voice. Did we cover them all?
Well, other than the Missy Elliott one, I was gonna say another one, but I don't know. Cause there's so many. I want to put The Weeknd against somebody, but like who can he go against?
Put The Weeknd against Khalid or Khaled, whatever his name is.
Khalid. That could be a good versus.
Well, I don't like The Weeknd, and I think you know that already. So I don't care who he like. I don't. Maybe Daniel Caesar. Daniel Caesar versus like do you know Leon Bridges? Are you familiar with him? He's pretty popular, not super popular, not super mainstream, but he's really good. He's got like an old-timey feel to a lot. His first album. He had this song called Smooth Sailing that I really like. I think that might be an interesting comparison. But that's the thing about music is that there's so many artists over time, and there's just so many potential combinations and different ways that you can throw people together. And it really depends on what you're comparing them. Like, are you comparing, like, if you want to talk music as an artist, then you got to include like the singing. Are they a performer? Are they a dancer? What can they do as an artist as the totality? You know, that's where they get into like, you know, you could do like Pharrell and Timbaland from like production standpoint. You could talk about so many different aspects of music. So there's a lot that goes into that. You know what I mean?
I was staying quiet. Just I didn't know if I was lagging.
You were. So
I didn't say anything.
I was just waiting I couldn't tell if you were back or you were just sitting there waiting. All right. You ready to move on?
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're going to move on to the next topic. Because it is Christmas time, or just about Christmas time, we wanted to, well, yeah, it's, after Thanksgiving, it's Christmas. But this is the week, we're in the week of Christmas, you know what I'm saying? So now we want to talk about Christmas because we're getting close. So we decided we wanted to talk about our favorite, we'll do top three, Chaney, our top three Christmas songs of all time. Since we started talking about music, we'll just continue talking about music. We'll start with Christmas songs. So what are your top three Christmas songs of all time?
Okay. Number one, I got to go with the Christmas song by Nat King Cole. Got to.
Roasting on an open fire. Favorite song ever, bro. I might be my favorite song ever. I ain't even gonna hold you.
It is. It's mine, so definitely. Second one would be, I'll probably put "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas" by Frank Sinatra. I'll probably say that number two because I really like that one too. And I don't know why. As much as I like Christmas by Michael Bublé or The Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Andy Williams, but I really, really like Christmas Time Is Here from Charlie Brown Christmas. I really like that song. I don't know why.
Christmas time is here. The stupid little kids' voices. Oh my God, I hate that song.
I like
I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it. Oh God. You couldn't have picked a worse song for me, honest to God. Every time I just feel uncomfortable when I hear that song. The little kids' voices singing. It's like, bro, all right, that's enough. You're done.
I'll do an honorable mention, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe,
go ahead, throw it in there.
I'd probably, because of Jackson 5, I would put "I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus" up there.
Oh, I saw mommy kiss. That's the best rendition of that song I've ever heard.
Kissing.
Santa Claus. Yeah, bro. That's crazy because literally my number one of all time, the Christmas song. That's easy. I mean, Nat King Cole is one of my favorite artists to ever grace this earth. His voice is perfection. So he's number one on my list. Number two, I would say "I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus." That's my jam. The specifically the Jackson 5 version is just fantastic. And then number three, I like it's kind of annoying, but I like the Carol of the Bells. Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells. I like that song. I don't know why, but I like that song. So I would probably say maybe that one is my number three. I'm not too sure. The two songs I would always play on repeat are those two. Boys to Men have a really good song called "Let It Snow" that I really like.
For doing that,
Actually, I'm not even gonna hold you. Justin Bieber has two, "Mistletoe" and "Fa La La." "Fa La La" with Boys to Men.
Oh, that
song is tough. Matter of fact, Ariana Grande, who's top three of my favorite singers, Ariana Grande has a version of "Last Christmas" that's great. Actually, her whole Christmas out, she put out a Christmas mixtape a couple years ago. Fantastic. It's a great album. It's called "Christmas and Chill," I think. I just remembered this song, and it's one of my favorites for sure. "What Christmas Means to Me" by Stevie Wonder. It's upbeat. It's fun. Candles burning low. Lots of mistletoe. That's my jam. So that's probably my top three.
Interesting.
So, since we're talking about Christmas music, everybody has their favorites. Easy peasy to come up with their favorites. So what about your least favorites? What are your least favorite Christmas songs? Give me your top three, or your bottom three, your least favorite Christmas songs of all time.
The least. Oh, I got some. I've grown quite fond of rocking around the Christmas tree. At first, it was kind of like annoying, so I think I'll put that down there because it's like it's not my favorite. It's not like anywhere top there, so I'll probably put that down there.
It's the worst. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Let's see. I'm kind of sick of Last Christmas by Wham. Kind of sick of it. Not gonna hold you.
I wouldn't put it as one of my least favorites, as like the worst Christmas songs ever, because there's definitely worse. But I'm also sick of it. I'm with you.
But my most disliked that's probably one up there. It's definitely up there.
I can understand that. I can feel that. It is everywhere. It's like number 4 on a lot of people's list of.
You put it on the radio, it's playing. You go to Wise, it's playing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick of it. And
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Why did I know you were gonna do this? Don't do it. Just don't. Just don't do it.
I cannot stand it. Mariah Carey. Shut up. I cannot with that song.
At the bottom.
I mean,
that's your least favorite.
I'll put it up there in the bottom list. I cannot.
I will give you that it's overplayed. Way overplayed.
Some songs are like that would be the first song that you think of when Christmas, because it's been like
it is that song, like Christmas starts and that song is everywhere.
The Christmas song could play a million times and I would be completely okay with it, but that song I'm done with.
I knew you were.
If you talk about
I just could
Justin Bieber and Mariah Carey, I'm gonna say okay, but it's still there.
Dang, I knew you. I don't know why I knew you were gonna say that, but you started talking. I was like, he's gonna say it. He's gonna do it, and I cannot agree with you. I agree that it's overplayed, but I would never put it at my bottom. Number 1, the worst Christmas song ever. Worst as in I just hate listening to it. Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. Just that, and I'm gonna put Jingle Bell Rock right there with it. Those two, I'm gonna count those as the same song because I hate them both and they just go away for me. I don't want everyone to hear them again. I'm good. Number 2 of my worst Christmas songs in the history of Christmas songs. I loathe the song Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Oh my God, if I hit it.
I don't want to.
You never heard it?
No.
Don't do yourself a favor. That is so popular around Christmas time. It is the most country bumpkin song I've ever heard in my life. I can't stand it. I just can't. And last but not least, the worst Christmas song to ever exist is only the worst because it is an instant make you cry, make you want to die song, and it shouldn't be sung at Christmas. Channy, there's a song, I'm going to read you the lyrics. The song is called Christmas Shoes, and it is the worst Christmas song to ever exist. Have you heard of this song before?
Christmas Shoes?
Christmas Shoes.
No, I have not.
All right, listen to these lyrics. It was almost Christmas time. There I stood in another line, trying to buy that last gift or two, not really in the Christmas mood. Standing right in front of me was a little boy waiting anxiously, pacing around like little boys do. And in his hands, he held a pair of shoes. His clothes were worn and old. He was dirty from head to toe. And when it came his time to pay, I couldn't believe what I heard him say. Now here's the chorus, Channy. Sir, I want to buy these shoes for my mama, please. It's Christmas Eve and these shoes are just her size. Could you hurry, sir? Daddy says there's not much time. You see, she's been sick for quite a while, and I know these shoes would make her smile, and I want her to look beautiful when mama meets Jesus tonight. This song, are you listening to it? It is the most depressing song, and I don't know why someone decided that, and there's a movie, and they sing it in the movie. This guy's talking. This little boy is buying a pair of shoes so his mom can wear them as she's dying in a hospital bed. That
That's not
is
Christmas.
awful. That's not Christmas. No, it's so depressing, and I hate it. I hate it, and I think it's disrespectful that somebody wrote that song. It's just like every time I hear it, it's like I want to buy these shoes. Like, it's just like
I just listened to it, and I'm gonna upgrade that one too. It's up there.
It's why did someone write like it's not the Christmas spirit, man. It just takes me right out every time I hear. And they used to, where did I first hear it? At church? Maybe somebody sang it. I don't know, but I remember watching the movie, and I'm talking about boo-hooing. I mean,
Boo,
flowing, bro. It was it was so bad. Oh my God! So that is the worst Christmas song ever. Like, I get it, right? Like, I get this. Like, it's supposed to be this like sweet, like, oh, isn't that so cute? He's buying shoes for his dying. Nah, I don't want. That's not what I want to think about when I think about Christmas. Don't want to think about nobody dying. So now I'm sad. Now I need to go like.
I'm good.
All right, moving on. Let's do favorite Christmas movie. We'll stay in the Christmas vein. What is your favorite Christmas movie? I'll give you mine real quick. My favorite Christmas movie, and it's simply because I don't watch a lot of movies. I'll give you two, and they're both kind of similar in that they're the same type of movie. One, it's not my favorite, but I watch it every year. It's a family tradition. We have to watch it every year. My dad says it's not Christmas if we don't watch it. It's called Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. It's like a movie from the 70s. He watched it when he was a kid. I've literally watched it at every Christmas for the last 24 years of my life. Well, 23, 24 is coming up next in 2 weeks. But so that's up there just because, it's tradition. But my favorite Christmas movie is A Christmas Carol, the Muppets version, because I love the Muppets. The Muppets are like my childhood. Anything the Muppets are in, I'm loving them. So, yeah. All right, go ahead. Your favorite Christmas movie?
My favorite Christmas movie. It seems pretty typical, and I'm okay with that because The Grinch is my favorite Christmas movie, and it's like a movie that comes up every year, and it's like I'll never get tired of it. It's just my favorite movie. I don't have any honorable mentions because I like the Santa Claus trilogy, and then I like
the Tim Allen Santa Claus one.
Yeah, I like that, and then I just saw a movie that came out in 2018, and then the sequel came out today. Well, not today. It came out this year. Christmas Chronicles on Netflix, and I liked the first one was really good.
Did you watch Jingle Jangle yet?
No.
I've heard really great things. It's a new movie, Netflix original. The guy actually, the creator, the writer of the movie, actually started writing the movie in the early 90s and is just now getting produced. He finally was able to get it. But it's a musical. It's on Netflix.
I was going to click on it.
I keep trying to watch it, and everyone literally, and it's like an all black cast, I think. So it's all POC. So I'm really excited to watch it, but Shaylin does not want to watch it because Shaylin doesn't like watching movies. So I just haven't watched it yet. So.
Yeah.
Where does
she'll just fall asleep and just not pay attention, be on her phone. Yeah. Okay, you do that. I'm gonna watch my movie.
I want to watch it. I'm going to watch it. I just haven't had time to do it yet. Where does this is a lot of people's favorite
movies? I'm sorry, but
I don't care. I don't care to watch. She doesn't like watching TV or movies, so she doesn't like watching things in general.
But she just on her phone, just stuck.
Well, but most times, but so am I. So, but I guess it's different. Everyone has their whatever. Where does Elf rank on your list of Christmas movies? Is it in your top or bottom of Christmas movies? Because a lot of people love that movie. I think it's overplayed, much like All I Want for Christmas Is You. I mean, it's just on all the time. I like the movie a lot, and I remember the first time watching it, I loved it. But where does it rank? Top or bottom for you?
Top, but top 10 maybe. I don't know if I put it top 5, maybe top 5, but I'll definitely put top 10. It's probably the only movie that I like by Will Ferrell.
Oh, you don't like Will Ferrell?
I don't think
I
he's
forgot.
funny. Yeah, I don't think he's funny at all. So this is the one movie that I thought was
Did you watch Get Hard with Kevin Hart? Him
Kevin
and
Hart.
Kevin Hart.
I
Oh
I
my God,
I think I tried. I watched a little bit, but I never finished it, and I'm like, okay, not watching it.
that movie was so funny.
Kevin
We
Hart.
watched that movie when my dad, after his surgery, like when I was whenever his heart attack and all that stuff, when I was just finished my freshman year of college, we it had just come out, that movie, and so my dad was at the hospital in cardiac rehab, so he hadn't come home yet. So we went up to the Poconos, and we some of my favorite memories. We went to the hospital as he's laying in rehab, like he hasn't been home, whatever, all that stuff. And we took that movie and watched it. My dad laughed. We all laughed so hard in the middle of the hospital, but my dad laughed so hard. And it was funny because he had just had his heart attack, his quadruple, like his heart surgery, all that stuff. So we didn't know like what he was like, but his laugh changed after the surgeries and stuff. So like his laugh was and it was so bad. So we were like, we probably shouldn't be making him laugh like this. But we were like, I was like running down the hallway in laughter and tears, crying. It was so funny. And it was just stupid stuff. But we were mostly laughing at his laugh because it has so much different than what we were used to. It was great. It was hilarious. So I love that movie, and I'll never forget. You didn't like kicking and screaming, or like that's early Will Smith, and he was the soccer coach.
No.
No.
I didn't see it.
All right. Well,
I didn't see Step Brothers for a long time, and then I finally. You were watching it, right? She was watching it, and then like
I don't think I've seen the whole thing.
No, I didn't see the whole thing. I only saw like the part that was like probably past halfway. And there's some parts I like, but it's not my favorite either. Will Ferrell's not my favorite person, actor, whatever.
I like him. I think he's kind of funny, but
he's like the male Amy Schumer.
I don't like Amy Schumer at all. I also don't. It's not that I don't like Melissa McCarthy. It's just that I don't like Melissa McCarthy.
I think
she's okay. She's not great.
The blonde from Pitch Perfect, Fat Amy. I think she's a lot funnier than both of them.
Rebel Wilson.
Yeah, she's a lot funnier than both of them. So
I would probably take Melissa McCarthy over Rebel Wilson, but anyway. Huh?
I don't have a problem with Melissa McCarthy's movies. I think they're good.
Yeah.
I don't think she's like hilarious, but I think like you can chuckle a little bit, I guess.
Yeah. All right, good talk. All right, now we're gonna move on to a new a segment that we haven't done in a while, so it might feel new. We're gonna move on to our culture corner, and our culture corner for today is about a holiday that is special to us as Latinos, well, not so much for me because we didn't celebrate it a lot, but in Hispanic culture, this is a very important holiday, just as big as Christmas. It's called La Nochebuena, which is the night before Christmas. So for a lot of American families, some American families do open presents and things the night before Christmas, but the real celebration happens on Christmas. And in a lot of Hispanic families, Nochebuena, or the night before Christmas, is the most important part of the holiday. And so Channy and I are going to read you, this is a blog called Nochebuena Traditions from Vista Higher Learning. And we're going to teach you, or not teach you, but we're going to read you about some traditions around the world and how people in school today. Yeah, right. And how people celebrate La Nochebuena. So, in many Latin American countries, a huge feast takes place. Depending on where you are, the type of food eaten will differ. In some Caribbean countries, the night's feast revolves around lechon asado, or roast pork. This is often cooked in a caja china box with the entire pig roasting over hot coals. The food is served with rice and beans, vegetables, salad, and other delicious side dishes. In Mexico, tamales, atole, or bacalao, which is codfish, is typically eaten with buñuelos, or small donuts, for dessert. In Spain, you may find people feasting on seafood and soup, with turrón for dessert, which is a type of cake made of honey, sugar, egg whites, and roasted almonds or nuts.
It sounds
For
good.
some, it does sound kind of good. For some, the meal is accompanied by coquito, an alcoholic drink similar to eggnog made with condensed and coconut milk and white rum.
It's the best drink right there.
It's fantastic. I would agree.
All right. Among the festivities, the idea is not lost that Nochebuena exists to celebrate the night of Jesus Christ's birth. In some countries, Las Posadas begins 9 days prior to Nochebuena. This is also known as the 9 nights of prayer, culminating on Christmas Eve. Some people even reenact the night that Mary and Joseph were seeking shelter for Mary to give birth. I've actually seen a couple of that stuff.
Yeah.
People doing. Two people will dress up like Joseph and Mary, while others designate their house as the posada or inn. A procession of people walk door to door, holding candles and singing carols called villanci. I don't even know how to say that.
Villancicos.
There you go. Villancicos. Finally, when they've reached the inn, people enter to pray around the nativity scene.
Mm-hmm.
This repeats for 8 additional nights. In certain South American countries, a similar tradition of praying for 9 nights is called La Novena de Aguinaldo.
Yeah. After dinner on Nochebuena, people will go to a misa de gallo or midnight mass at their church. It's called misa de gallo because some believe that a rooster or a gallo crowed the night that Jesus was born. There at the church and in homes, people may see poinsettias, the beautiful red flower that has come to symbolize the winter holiday. In addition, people will also put out nativity scenes to represent the religious event. Some may even cover up the statue of the baby Jesus until Christmas morning so as not to spoil the surprise.
And on Nochebuena, there will be a lot of food and conversation, maybe even a game of dominoes in
Hey.
Caribbean countries like Cuba, Puerto Rico, like we say, and Dominican Republic. Most importantly, Nochebuena means spending time with friends and family during the holiday season. As years go on, the tradition is continuously passed down to the next generations. Since the Latino culture is historically known for maintaining tradition, the celebration of Nochebuena seems to be one that will last forever.
And there it is, our culture corner for this episode, talking about the traditions of Nochebuena, the night before Christmas. And to end this lovely episode, Chaney, today we are going to play a game of You Think You Know Christmas. Chaney, you have said on this podcast before, you've made it very abundantly clear that to you, Christmas is the ultimate holiday. It is your favorite thing in the world. You love Christmas more than anything. And so we're going to put that to the test and see how you do in this game of You Think You Know Christmas. These
Nice.
questions, Chaney, are going to be related to Christmas movies, Christmas songs, Christmas.
Nice,
Excuse me.
dude.
Some of them will be
Christmas,
multiple choice. Some of them will be multiple choice. Some of them will not. I will let you know before that
Bless you.
works. So if this is your first time ever seeing You Think You Know, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, here's how this works. I'm going to ask Chaney 15 questions, and he is going to have to answer them. These are all, again, related to Christmas. He will have 30 seconds to answer these questions, each question, and I will only take his first answer. So whatever answer he gives me is the one that I'll take. He has the full 30 seconds if he needs it, if he wants it, but he can certainly answer before that. And we're just going to see how much Chaney thinks he knows about Christmas. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me get my timer ready, and here we go. What was the name? This is a multiple choice question. Question number 1. What was the name of Scrooge's dead business partner? James Wilcott, John Mantis, Jacob Marley, or Jimmy Booth?
My guts tell me Jimmy Booth.
Your gut is way wrong.
Damn.
It was Jacob Marley.
It wasn't.
Jacob Marley.
That's Scrooge, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I saw that when I was like younger, but I haven't seen it in years, so I don't remember anything from it.
I get it. I get
That's unfortunate. This is going to be another McDonald's episode.
That is a bad start, but that's okay. You can get better. This is question number 2 is also multiple choice. Which movie appears on TV more times than any other holiday movie? Is it A Christmas Story, Miracle on 34th Street, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, or It's a Wonderful Life?
Can you read them again?
Yeah. A Christmas Story, Miracle on 34th Street, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, or It's a Wonderful Life?
I'm going to say Christmas Story.
And I'm going to say you're wrong. It is not A Christmas Story. I don't actually think I've ever seen that. That one's the one, the You'll Shoot Your Eye Out kid, right? No.
That's the kid, yeah. That's Christmas Story is that kid that everybody talks, the movie everybody talks about that I have no idea about.
That's the one with the lamp, the leg lamp?
No idea.
Okay. Well, anyway, It's a Wonderful Life is the correct answer to that question.
I knew it.
Appears on TV more times than any other holiday movie.
Crazy, because you think you know it's Chaney. So if I don't know it, then that sucks.
All right. Question number 3. Who was the first president to decorate the White House Christmas tree? Was it Andrew Johnson, Ulysses S. Grant, Harry S. Truman, or Franklin Pierce?
They all sound like very boring presidents, and they won't decorate. But I'm gonna say, read that again.
Andrew Johnson, Ulysses S. Grant, Harry Truman, or Franklin Pierce? 10 seconds.
I'll go with Johnson.
Andrew Johnson. That.
It seems like a very decorative Johnson,
We are decorative people, which is why I have made the answer that you just said red on my document, because you're wrong. President Franklin Pierce was the first to decorate the White House Christmas tree.
Yo, study your president.
All right, question number 4. This is another multiple choice question. You're doing great, by the way. The world's tallest cut Christmas tree was erected and decorated at the Northgate Shopping Center in what U.S. city? New York, New York, Seattle, Washington, Austin, Texas, or Los Angeles, California? Let me read it again. Don't answer. Don't answer. Let me read it again. The world's tallest cut Christmas tree
Well, then it's wrong. Okay.
was erected and decorated at the Northgate Shopping Center in what U.S. city? Is it New York, New York, Seattle, Washington, Austin, Texas, or Los Angeles, California?
I'll say Seattle. Because he's like, wait, let me read it again. I'm like, yeah.
I just had to make sure you weren't going to say, I knew you wanted to say New York with all of your heart. And I just wanted to make sure you were going to get one answer right, at least. At least in
let
this
me read
game.
it again. Hold on.
I totally broke the rules, but it's our show and I can do what I want. So
hold on. Just listen to it again.
So your answer was Seattle, right?
Yeah.
That is correct.
I was so set on New York. I was like, right or wrong, gotta be New York.
Oh, that's so funny. I was just like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. All right. Question number 5. What was the first, this is multiple choice again. What was the first beverage company to use Santa Claus in a winter promotion? Was it Minute Maid, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or Kool-Aid? The first to use Santa Claus in a winter promotion.
Coca-Cola.
Sure. Final answer? I mean, I have to take it because we take your first answer.
But that's final answer. We've done that before.
I know. I'm just saying, I'm not going to take a different answer anyway. But that is correct. It is Coca-Cola. Congratulations.
I kind of, it was like either Pepsi or Coca-Cola, but Pepsi, I remember used like, oh no, that was Coca-Cola.
Oh wait, Coca-Cola was the polar bear.
So I guess it's still pretty. I thought Pepsi was a polar bear, but I'm pretty sure it's Coca-Cola too.
It was Coke, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, question number 6. This is not a multiple choice question, and it's kind of a strange question, but I think you'll be able to figure it out. Question number 6. What is the name of the spy who hides around the house reporting back to Santa who has been naughty and nice?
I'm sure you do.
What is the name of the spy who hides around your house reporting back to Santa who has been naughty and nice?
This is the elf on the shelf.
That is correct. I was going to try and explain to you where it comes from. I didn't think you were going to get it. I don't. It's not that I didn't have faith in you, but I didn't have faith in you. I'm sorry. All right. Question number 7. This is not a multiple choice question. What Christmas-themed ballet premiered in St. Petersburg, Russia in 1892? Getting help from the peanut gallery over there?
No, she's like, I was like, can you ask that again?
What Christmas-themed ballet premiered in St. Petersburg, Russia in 1892?
Oh, the Nutcracker.
There you go. The Nutcracker is correct. I was going to say I'm going to let Ruby tell you what the right answer is once you get it wrong. All right. Good job, Chaney. You're back to positive. You got the last 4 right. After starting off 0 for 3, you are now 4 for 7. So, question number 8. Dear God. Question number 8. This is multiple choice. How many reindeer are featured in the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas"? Is it 6, 7, 8, or 9? How many reindeer are featured in the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas"?
Bro, you know what's funny? We went to the lights like twice, and there's a song with them, and I can't figure out the order or what the names of them are every time. So
you know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen, but do you recall the most famous reindeer of all?
Yeah,
that's your time.
7. I'm kidding. Oh my God, it's 54.
So your answer of 7.
It's 9. Stop.
Oh, I'm sorry. 9. Your answer of 9. Whatever you said.
Wait, would you consider Rudolph?
I don't know.
I don't know. So 8 or 9.
That's not how the game works, Chaney. Because now you've said every number. You said every number except for 6. So because you had to take your first answer of 7, that is wrong.
It was a joke.
And your second answer of 9 was also wrong. So it doesn't matter. The correct answer is 8.
I asked you to say, do you consider Rudolph or not?
Here's the answer. In the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," Rudolph did not exist. So the answer is 8. Okay. But if you sing this Rudolph song, there are 9, including song, Rudolph.
He's not even part of the reindeer.
Correct. He's not a part of the original reindeer in the story.
Okay.
That's why they didn't like him.
I should have known that.
It's all right, man. It happens.
Fine.
Question number 8. I'm sorry. Wow. Question number 9. This is not multiple choice. According to the folklore of Austria and other countries, what horned figure punishes naughty children at Christmas time?
Is it Krampus?
If you pronounce it right, yes. But I'm going to give it to you.
Oh, I used to say Krampus, and then
isn't that right?
I got corrected by some white folks and said it was Krampus. Krampus, so I have no idea.
I think it's Krampus. That's how I've always said it. Let's see.
One of them, but they're the same thing. So
no, I'm curious.
I'm pretty sure Steez told me that it was Krampus because we did a folklore thing in social studies. So.
Oh, that sounded wrong. Krampus. Yeah, I don't think that's it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You got it right. Moving on. All right, question number 10, multiple choice question. What well-known Christmas carol became the first song ever broadcast from space in 1965? Was it Jingle Bells, Joy to the World, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, or Deck the Halls?
Oh my God, they're all so like.
The first song ever broadcast from space in 1965.
Think about this.
I mean, what else is he gonna do?
Read the answers.
He has to. I'm sorry. Jingle Bells, Joy to the World, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and Deck the Halls.
I'm
5
gonna
seconds.
say, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. And Chaney is wrong.
You're such a bastard, yo. Way to the road.
No, it is not. The correct answer is Jingle Bells.
Of course.
I was gonna say that, but I was like, it's probably wrong.
So you pulled an Aubyn.
I did. I
You just didn't say it out loud.
I just didn't say it out loud. I was like, I mean, Jingle Bells is like literally the jingle, like every. Whatever. Next.
Question number 11. This is not a multiple choice question, and you better get it right. What holiday movie sequel includes a cameo by now President Donald Trump? Remember that it's the sequel.
Sequel. It's Home Alone.
Home Alone 2.
I literally, in my head, I said haunted house, left alone. Like, what is it?
Do you know how old Kevin McAllister was in that movie? Kevin McAllister was the name of the character. Macaulay Culkin is the actor. But
I was like, oh yeah, that's his.
You know how old he was?
No.
He was 8. They left this 8-year-old at home when they went. Like, how are you gonna leave your 8? Like, at what point do you not realize that your 8-year-old is left behind? Like, they did that on purpose. They were hoping he would die.
Give this to Kevin. Kevin's not here. Kevin's not here.
Look, it's like, and in the second one, the family was going on vacation to Paris. So like, they would have gotten to the airport and not realized that his ticket just like, oh, he's just not there. Like, what?
They have like 8 children. You gotta realize that is wrong for getting your child. They did have like 8 children, so all the voices, you know what I'm saying? It was all like, okay, give this to Kevin, give the ticket to Kevin. I'm like, wait a minute, Kevin's not here? That's not good.
At some point, you got to think they did it on purpose. You know, they wanted Kevin to die. That's what I'm thinking. They didn't like Kevin. He was the least favorite of all the kids, and so they just wanted to kill him. And that's like, there are 3 movies. How you leave this man at home 3 different times? 3 times? They ordered a hit in each movie. They were trying to kill him. That's why these guys were able to break into the house, but Kevin McAllister was able to outsmart them 3 times. Parents of the year here.
And they still went, too.
And they sure did. Fully without their 8-year-old son. Okay. Question.
That's my parents.
Huh?
I said that's my parents with me.
Yeah.
And they have three. I mean,
question number.
My sister, but continue.
Oh, that's sad. Question number 12. This is not a multiple choice question. According to 1946 Christmas classic, It's a Wonderful Life, what happens every time a bell rings?
I've never seen A Wonderful Life, so that's
really. That's tragic.
Yeah. What happens every time the bell
angel gets its wings? Oh, every time a bell rings.
I'm gonna say an angel gets.
Dang, I don't know where you got that from, man. That's crazy. Oh, that's the correct answer, Chaney. I didn't know. Wow, that was great. I
appreciate it.
I was hoping you didn't catch it. I was hoping you wouldn't catch it. And I was like,
Angel gets. I mean, I've I think I've heard of that, but I've never seen the movie. So
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it either. It's possible. I don't know. All right, here we go. Question number 13. In the movie Elf, what is the first? This is multiple choice. In Elf, what is the first rule in the Code of Elves? Is it there's room for everyone on the nice list? The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear, or treat every day like Christmas? What is the first rule in the Code of Elves? There's room for everyone on the nice list. The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear, or treat every day like Christmas.
the second one.
The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. That is incorrect. That is the second one.
You're fired.
No, I'm sorry. That's the third one. I'm sorry. The order is treat every day like Christmas. There's room for everyone on the nice list. And then the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud.
Ruby's
for all to
fine.
hear.
Ruby's fine. Every time that she's given me an answer has been wrong. And you've been wrong.
See what happens when you cheat?
He's singing while she's in the shower and she's like,
He does fully walk it like, okay, let's just talk about it for a minute. What was going on up there? No. What was going on up there in Santa's workshop? That Buddy the Elf did not realize that someone was showering and that he should not walk into the shower while this girl is in there. Even though she's singing, what were they doing up there at the North Pole? At what point does he not understand, like, showering is a time that's private? You don't get people walking up in your shower.
Maybe they're in a shower up there because they're all elves. It's not real. You know what I'm saying?
But he was not an elf.
he was human.
But he thought he was.
So he just musty?
I guess so.
He was just walking around stanking, never taking no shower. That's foul. That's really foul.
They have magical power.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, then, like the Christmas Chronicles movie says, time in the North Pole is still. So that's why Santa Claus doesn't age.
But he did, because he was a baby when he was picked up in the North Pole and then grew up to a grown behind man.
So that movie's wrong.
They got to keep their facts straight out here. What's good with them? All right, you ready for question number 14?
Yep.
Multiple choice question. What Bing Crosby song is the best-selling Christmas song of all time? Is it Silent Night, Danny Boy, White Christmas, or God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen?
White Christmas.
Final answer?
Sure.
That is correct.
Appreciate it. I really like that song too. So
it's a great one. It's one of the best. All right, Channy, last question. Question number 15. Here we go. In Wham's song titled Last Christmas, your favorite, finish this lyric. Once bitten and twice shy, I keep my distance. Don't you dare give him the answer, Ruby.
Okay.
Well, considering it's one of my least favorite songs, I don't think I know the lyrics.
Once bitten and twice shy, I keep my distance.
Stop. I'm not even gonna look. Hammer time.
A second.
Say it again. And the time is doesn't exist. Do it. Whatever. Read it again.
Once bitten and twice shy, I keep my distance, but use.
Oh, last Christmas I gave you my heart.
You're singing the chorus. That's not,
I know.
That's not how that works.
I
almost gave you the answer again. I almost sang the whole thing.
You should do it. I won't listen.
No, that didn't work last time.
I can't hear you.
Right.
Say one more time.
Once bitten and twice shy, I keep my distance.
Is it my turn yet?
Yes.
Do you recognize me? It's been a year that doesn't surprise me. But you still catch my eye is the next line.
I was gonna say it.
I know you were because Ruby gave you the answer.
No,
Stop the cat.
That's what I heard. A little voice. And I'm like, oh, that's right.
I know she talks with a low voice, Janie, but that's not it. So, Janie, the good news is you got 7 right. I'm sorry. The good news is you got 8 right. 3, 6. The bad news is you only got, you missed 7, and that's lower than the average score.
Listen, 2 lower than the average score, and I had 3 in the McDonald's episode.
So anything better than that is you're just counting it as a win. I feel you. I get it. I ain't mad at you for it.
Out of 15? No, for real. Come on. It's great.
Well, Cheney, that was fun. Another good episode of AfroLatinos. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for your continued support. We literally could not do this without you. We've been doing this thing for almost 9 months now. And it is just getting better and better as every day goes by. So we thank you for your support. We thank you for watching. We thank you. And we want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. We do still have an episode of AfroLatinos and Amigos coming out. And we're still deciding whether or not we're going to do a final send-off for the year, or whether we're going to take the last week of the year off and just start back in the new year. So we'll let you know. Watch the next episode of AfroLatinos and Amigos to find out what we're doing. As always, you can find us on Facebook. You can find us on YouTube at AfroLatinos. Find our podcast anywhere digital podcasts can be found, such as Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Anchor, anywhere. What's up?
I feel like we should write this down. So
it changes every time. It's just, it's organic. You know what I'm saying? We don't want it to be scripted every time. It's going to be a little bit different.
I mean, please look at it to know, like, oh, yeah,
We did the first episode and then just kind of wung it for the rest of the episode. Yeah. But, the first episode we scripted very heavily. The first couple episodes we scripted heavily, but then we just kind of went for it, and it got a lot. I think it's been a lot better. So
audio,
yeah,
but now it'd be weird to be like, follow us.
So without further ado, thank you everyone for watching. This has been your co-host Aubyn
and Chandler.
Have a great one, everybody. Happy holidays.